Hi, my name is Triana Johnson, and welcome to my podcast. Today we will be talking about opiates and marijuana and how it affects my population of interest, which are babies, preferably newborn, and this is known as pediatrics. So we'll be talking about opiates and marijuana effects in pediatrics. We'll start off by informing you and giving the definition of opium and marijuana. Opium comes from a unique species of the poppy plant. It is a thick, gummy, and brown-like substance that forms from the sap when it dries out. Marijuana, or also known as cannabis sativa, is a hemp plant grown throughout the world, and it is the leafy top portion of the plant, and is used or grown mostly for its psychoactive effects. So we're going to get right on into the effects of how these substances affect babies. Being that babies can't just, they can't smoke marijuana or they can't use the drug themselves. They're mostly affected prenatally, and that means while their mothers are pregnant during the pregnancies, they're affected. Their mother is the one using these drugs. Opiates, marijuana, and other illicit drugs can affect newborn babies if the mother has been using while pregnant, which is prenatally. Opiates such as heroin and methadone have been known to cause neonatal abstinence syndrome, which is a group of conditions caused when a baby is going through withdrawals from the substance or the narcotics that it has been exposed to prenatally by its mother. And some of the symptoms would include tremors and or trembling, irritability, which would include excessive crying, sleep problems, high-pitched crying, tight muscle tones, hyperactive reflexes, seizures, yawning, stuffy nose or excessive sneezing, poor feeding, vomiting, diarrhea, dehydration, sweating, and high temperatures like fevers. And I guess we'll go right into marijuana effects on babies or newborns. Marijuana, while used in pregnancy, can cause babies to have what is known to cause low birth rates in babies. So, babies whose mothers have used marijuana while pregnant also have decreased dopamine D2 receptor levels. And dopamine is a brain signaling chemical that aids in regulation of various physiological functions and plays an important role in controlling movement, emotion, and cognition. Some more effects would include, I'm going to read from my symptoms list. The human research has shown that some babies born to women who use marijuana during the pregnancy display altered responses to visual stimuli, increased trembling, and high-pitched crying, which can indicate problems with neurological development. And it is also known to slow down the motor skills as children age as well. The babies also tend to grow up in infancy to be more impulsive and hyperactive and exhibit behavior issues, lower IQ scores, and have memory problems when compared to children of non-users. So these are some of the effects that occur to my population, which are babies, from opiates and marijuana, how they affect them. So like I stated before, babies are usually affected prenatally, and they can experience withdrawal, which comes from NAS, because they're no longer in the womb of their mother and are not exposed to these drugs, so they would experience withdrawals. And this is just some information about the topic of opiates and marijuana and the effect on babies and or newborns. So I hope that you guys learned something from this podcast, and I hope you enjoyed.